Hello, I'm Rainer Sauerborn. I'm the director of the Institute of Public Health at the Medical School at Heidelberg University. And at the same time, I am a visiting chair at the Center of Public Health, Virchow-Villermé, in Paris. And I'm your course director for this MOOC on climate change and health. Now, you may wonder where I am, surrounded by trees, and if you look a little bit around, you see that I'm in a greenhouse. And while the greenhouse effect keeps these tropical banana trees and others nice and warm in cold Germany, mankind has tampered with this greenhouse effect to the extent that we now see a very dangerous climate change. And this is what this MOOC is all about. What is the link between that man-made climate change and health? Now, in the media recently and increasingly, you see climate change all over the place. In TV, in newspaper, you see of ice bears, you see smokestacks emitting a lot of bad stuff, and you see exhausts of cars, you see barren lands cracked up with carcasses of cattle, torrential rainfall and flooding. You rarely see people suffering from a disease. You rarely see children suffering from a disease that may be related to climate change. So why this absence of health or this under-treatment of health in the debate on climate change? Why should we care about the impact of climate change? Some people are motivated by protecting the creation, nature, the beauty of nature, and the aesthetic value and the religious value of nature. But most of citizens of the world care for their health, and particularly the health of their children and grandchildren. And this is threatened by climate change. We will go through 5 chapters. The first one it gives you a brief overview of climate change, what it does, what changes exactly, is it the extremes, is it the gradual warming and so forth. Just the basics for you to understand the link with health. In the second week, we look at climate impacts. Which diseases, which age groups, the old, the young, women, where are affected by climate change? And what is the sum of disease burden that climate change imposes in addition to all the determinants of disease and health that we are already subjected to? Now, the third week will deal with adaptation, meaning how can governments, how can health services, how can we ourselves protect our health from the bad effect of climate change? This is about early warning system. You all have heard about heat wave warning system, but there are other warning systems that we can set up to know when and where climate-sensitive diseases will occur more than usually because of climate change. The next week is about the positive news that the health argument has to offer in the climate policy debate, and that is, in a bumper sticker, what is good for the climate is often also good for your health. We call these co-benefits of health. I give you an example. 4.2 million women die each year because they cook with biomass indoors. That is a silent scandal that is rarely seen in the media. Recently, it has been shown that by doing so, they also emit climate-active substances, particularly black carbon. So by changing the way they cook, not only do we protect their health, but we also do something for the climate. The final 5th week is about the link between the health data and the evidence on health and general climate policy. The question that we are going to ask is, what arguments should those who negotiate for us in Paris at the end of this year take in their negotiations to break the gridlock and to achieve an agreement? And these arguments are very powerful about bad things, diseases that are linked to climate change, and good things, that means benefits that accrue to populations, which should also be valued in the cost-benefit that politicians will then finally do at the end of the day. Thank you very much and welcome to our MOOC.